Welcome to Canterbury Live. I'm Annie, your host. We've got a very special team of people who've got together for, yes, the summer has ended, but let's celebrate it, and they do it in a very special way. We'll find out about them later, and also we get to talk about movies with John Hunter, so that'll be exciting too. But first of all, my first guest, Dr. Alistair Humphrey. He's the Canterbury Medical Officer of Health, and thank goodness you're here to talk to us today, because something has just come up in the news that's really important for us to know about, isn't it? And it's not winter yet.
It's not winter yet, and we've had a few unseasonal clusters of H1N1 influenza, which some people will remember as swine flu. It's reared its ugly head again here in New Zealand, and unfortunately up in Hawke's Bay they've got a group of people in intensive care, normally healthy young adults, fortunately all still alive but very, very sick, and we want to avoid that.
Well, how can we avoid it? It seems to, I mean, we expect a certain amount of flu to come round every year, and maybe not necessarily just in winter. What do you think everybody should do?
What do I do?
About the flu?
What did I do last week? I got my flu vaccine, and the flu vaccine this year does have H1N1 in the antigen, so it protects me against the disease that people in Hawke's Bay, Wellington, Christchurch and South Canterbury have already experienced. So I know I'm not going to get that illness, and I think everybody should have that. We offer it to the most vulnerable for free, so here in Canterbury we give it to under 18-year-olds, anybody with a chronic disease, pregnant women, elderly people, all get it for free here in Canterbury. But my advice is that everybody, all adults should get it. All good employers should give it to their employees, because you have employees off for a whole week. That means your company can lose a lot of money. It's a hard hit to take, and for the cost of a vaccine, which is $20, $25, you can keep your employees healthy, do them a favour, do their families a favour, and do your business a favour through the winter season.
Well, I've noticed in schools that quite often they put out pamphlets and they put up notices saying next week we will be offering the flu jab. Please sign up if you would like it.
That's
Do you
right.
think that's very effective?
I think it's a terrific idea, and this year the vaccine is being offered in the schools. So our public health nurses are going to the schools and they're delivering them in the schools, which makes it a lot easier for school children. In the past here in Canterbury, we've relied on general practice to deliver the vaccine, but it's not always easy to get to the GP with your kids if you're working as well. So delivering it in the schools is a great idea. I know it'll get our rates up. And the other important thing is the virus transmits through school children. So in Japan, for example, they stopped giving school kids the vaccine, and they actually had more flu in adults because it spread through the school kids, and they give it to their parents who then get sick. So protecting your children is a good way to protect the whole community, notwithstanding that as many of us as possible should get this vaccine.
Well, it's interesting, some of the figures that have come out just recently, and around the same time as that article yesterday came out in the Herald about what you were just saying, the Hawke's Bay and possibly in South Canterbury, there seems to be a cluster of it. But if you look at the figures in the US, 40% have been immunised, according to these statistics, and 25% have been immunised in our country, here in New Zealand. Why do you think that the immunisation is possibly less here?
I think in America they now have a much harder push on influenza vaccine. What they're now telling people is, instead of going for the vulnerable as we've done, and we fund the vulnerable, so that's a good thing, they've just said, look, if you're over 6 years old, you should get the vaccine. So they're
what do
being
you
quite
think it
clear
might
about
stop
that.
people, if, like, some areas are funded, as you say, but what do you think might stop some other people from, coming to their GP or finding out where they can get the vaccine?
Well, for one thing, it's sometimes difficult to get to your GP. It's far easier if, as we've seen here, the schools organise it. If your employer organises it for you...
As a lot of people do. There are
yeah,
lots
a lot
of
of
people,
employers do that, and it just makes it so much easier. But sadly, there are still some employers out there who say, look, I can't be bothered, go and do it yourself and do it in your own time. That makes it a lot harder for working people to do. They can't get to their GPs necessarily.
Yes, and everybody's got different situations, but hopefully people will seek the information that they need on that. So thank you for talking to us about that. But after the break, we see the Summer Ends Youth Festival. They're here.
The world has a great deal to tell. Journalists from across the world report on their home nations and the experiences of the people who live there. World Stories.
Avoid the monkeys when it comes to relocating. Trust A1 Movers, a family business since 1993 that guarantees a professional job every time. We carefully handle and wrap your valued items, ensuring they have a safe journey. Secure storage and insurance options are also available.
A1 Movers, the careful, caring, moving company. Oi!
The home show sale is on. Hi, Mike from Four Seasons. We have the largest range of gas and wood burners on display. All wood burners and gas fires are heavily reduced. Save up to $1,300 on fire and flue packages. The home show sale at Four Seasons Home and Leisure, Tower Junction Mega Centre.
3799799. Remember the nights. Go Blue Star.
Our new companion package is a personalised service for those that need extra help and support. A cost-effective solution for someone who needs more than just a taxi driver. Our drivers are hand-picked from our experienced team and specialise in providing the right support and companionship. Home safe every time with Blue Star Taxis.
The Valley Tavern has been in the centre of Heathcote Valley for over 130 years. This new and iconic tavern is rich with history and the only tavern in New Zealand with an original artisan well. Open 7 days, the restaurant offers an outstanding menu with great weekly specials such as Tuesday $15 steak nights. If you're looking for a relaxing afternoon or evening out, then enjoy the spacious courtyard and outdoor area. Also available for private functions and special occasions. Located near the Christchurch Gondola and just a short drive from Sumner Beach.
Every Tuesday night, I talk to the newsmakers and decision takers to get answers to the questions that have gone unanswered. It's time to listen carefully, see clearly, and understand the real issues. Join me for Point of View, Tuesday nights at 8:30 on CTV.
Welcome back. What a special privilege it is to meet all of you. Sally, Dame and Emily. You are all connected together and you're trying to connect Christchurch youth together in a really special festival. And is this right? But the Summer Ends Youth Festival, this is the first time it's going to be in Christchurch. Is that right?
Absolutely.
The very first time.
Yes,
and
that's right.
you all made this happen.
Pretty much, yes.
With a few other people, but yes.
But how did it happen? Did you all know each other and just go, let's do this? Because the special thing about the three of you is that what I read about the festival was that you wanted to bring belonging, happiness and hope. What three special things, apart from everything else that's happening in the festival that we can talk about, but what special things to promote in a festival?
Yeah, well, yeah, you're right, because we come from different groups. So I'm the Vice President of the Nigerian Canterbury Association, and how the Summers End Youth Fest team was formed was a combination of different groups, community groups in Christchurch coming together and creating this event. So it's just giving that opportunity for all of us in Christchurch, young people, the chance to be able to express ourselves, enjoy the environment, learn some of the things, around our environment, essentially, and be ourselves, essentially. That's the key to to this event.
Oh, that sounds lovely. What, did you just get on the phone to everyone in the community and go, right, meeting at my place, 5 o'clock, be there, it's really important?
That would be nice, no, but no.
But you somehow managed to get people interested and on board. So, Sally, what was your part then that you played into that?
I work for the Canterbury Refugee Council, and the idea is very much sort of stemmed originally from refugee youth wanting somewhere where they can feel like they really belong here. They've grown up here, but they've never really felt like they belong. And we were lucky enough to get the University of Canterbury gave us a couple of interns over the summer, and then we've had another 2 and just a third one now joined us for this first semester who've really helped.
Sorry,
bring
just
things
over
together.
the summer. Have you only just thought of this, what, just over Christmas and...
Yep.
Seriously?
Yeah.
And now it's happening on the 5th of April.
That's right.
That's pretty quick.
Yeah.
Boy, when you get an idea, you run with it. That's so fantastic. So, Emily, where did you come in with it then?
I'm completing a Bachelor of Health Science, and I was doing an internship over the summer. And Sally approached us and said, do you want to come and help out, because we can't do it all by ourselves? And I thought I'd jump on board and try and push some key health messages out there into the youth, because sometimes it's a little challenging to get a few of those messages out there. So what a great opportunity for everyone to network and come together and celebrate, and celebrate in a way that's not just sharing a boring message, but also, like, you know,
being together and celebrating whoever you are, wherever you've come from. Let's just all be together and be united.
Yeah.
Absolutely, and it's a totally non-alcohol, non-drugs, event. It's not about, a concert or anything like that. It's more about just creating different feel for you as an individual. If you are into skate jam, if you are into music, if you're into art, if you're into culture, whatever it is, we've got a little bit of everything there, just to give everyone that sense of belonging, that this is me, this is who I am, this is what I want to do in my life.
And come and find out about me.
Absolutely. That's it. That's really what the whole idea for us is, yeah.
Well, if you three are anything to go by, everybody will be lucky to come along and feel a part of that. I mean, I can feel the warmth from it from just over here. So are you hoping that a lot of families will come to Jelly Park when the event is held? And I mean, when I think about families in Christchurch, I often wonder if, the youth in Christchurch wish there could be an event like this so that we could all get together and just celebrate together. Do you think that this might be really good after the earthquakes and what everybody's had to go through and still going through, to be able to have this chance to get together and celebrate and find out lots of things about other youth that they may not have met or got together with?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's, Christchurch has a lot of festivals going on and a lot of things going on, but there's a lot of family festivals, and there's also a lot of festivals for people over the age of 18, like the beer festival and the wine and food festival and things like that. So I think the 15 to 17-year-olds get a little bit missed out there. So we thought, why not let's do a festival where they can really get together and do something fun without maybe mum and dad and all those kind of things.
Everyone should come along.
Absolutely.
On the 5th of April, 12 to 6, so it's a whole day event.
Yeah.
Sounds fantastic. Absolutely. And you've certainly drummed up interest in here, and I'm sure lots of support out there too. But we need to focus on some finance.
Welcome along. With me at the moment is Brent from Focus Financial. Now, Brent, it's absolutely wonderful having you along today, because I need to know about mortgage rates.
Yes, and it's been a lot in the paper recently about it as well, interest rates going up. Everyone seems to be in a little bit of a panic about locking in their rates, but look, the way I sort of look at that, they're the lowest they've been in about 50 years, so we are due for a bit of an increase at the end of the day, and the increases I expect to be progressive over the next few years. So. There's not such a huge urgency to lock in right now, but it's definitely worth considering.
It's gone up, what, 0.25 from 2.5 to...
Yeah.
What does that mean financially to somebody?
So basically the floating rate's gone up by 0.25. The longer term fixed rates have sort of remained roughly the same. But for someone who's on a mortgage of about $250,000, it's an extra $12 a week, so it's not too bad.
Huge.
No.
I'm seeing figures, though, that they're going to say it's going to rise to 8% within the next couple of years. Is that going to happen?
And it could do. And this is probably about the 4th time, or maybe even the 5th time, that we've had predictions that interest rates are going to go up and up and up and up over the last few years, and we've always had them, they've gone up and then they've dropped back down again. So anyone who can predict that far out, they're doing exceptionally well. Right. So, and I've talked about this before, I get people to lock in for their personal situation rather than what they think mortgage rates are going to do, because one thing it's just really hard to know is what mortgage rate's going to do. So, and see, people will lock in for 5 years, but they might not be living in that house for 5 years. I mean, I think of 5 years down the track, I've got no idea what I'll be doing. So we try and get people to lock in for maybe 2, maybe 3 year maximum. But what we might do is we take that loan, and say it's that $250,000 loan, we'll split it in half. So we'll put half of that loan over like a 2-year fixed rate, and the other half over a 3-year fixed rate. So when that loan comes up for review, you've only got half your loan up for review. So if interest rates have risen quite a bit, it's not so bad for them. They can manage the increase quite easily.
Right. Now, if you're out there with a mortgage right now and you're thinking of refinancing or changing who you're working with, how do they come and they come and see you? They give you a call.
Yep, that's right. And we sit down and we do an appointment with them. It probably takes about an hour and a half. We go through their full financial situation. We look at what lending they have got, and we actually do what their future plans are, what their goals are, short-term, long-term goals. I think they're absolutely critical to structuring your loan. So once again, it's not just structuring it based around the interest rates, but structuring around what they're going to do and where they're going to go and where they, is their jobs, are they going to move jobs, get a better job, all that sort of thing, have children, I mean, that changes obviously.
It's a major life decision, isn't it? It's not something to be taken lightly. And of course, somebody like yourself who knows the ins and outs and the traps and of a mortgage, and of course, your lifestyle. I mean, what's going on? Are you going to lose a wage when your wife becomes pregnant? All of those sort of things are factored in. It's not an easy thing, is it?
No, it's not. And I think some people too, they lock in for 3 or 4 years, and they don't revisit their mortgage during that time at all. To me, it's actually critical that you review your loan at least once a year. So if you split your loan up in doing 2 and 3 year fixed rates, you're actually forcing yourself to review it quite regularly as well. And at those times, you can put your interest rates up and do anything.
Well, isn't it amazing that
mortgage payments up? Sorry.
You do things and you lock things in and then you forget about it.
That's right.
I mean, it's like a your internet bill. You lock it and a few years later down the track you revisit and go, oh, wow, I'm paying twice what I should be paying.
That's right.
And the same applies to a mortgage.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's great. And how are they going to contact you?
I mean, they can ring me on 0800 334 338, or we can just look up Brent on Focus Financial, Google search.
Great stuff. Well, Brent, thanks for joining us today. Don't forget to check out Focus Finance, 247 Waimari Road in Ilam, or give them a call, 357 8100.
After the break, we're going to get to check out the movies, so join me for that.
Every Monday night I'll take you out and about around the region's A&P shows from Cheviot to Temuka. You'll meet the exhibitors, have a look at the sheep and cattle and horses, and also have a look at what people have been producing. Rob's Country Showtime, 8:30 on a Monday night, CTV.
Hi, I'm Caitlin, the naturopath here at Staywell Pharmacy. Working with the pharmacist, I use herbal and nutritional medicine to recommend natural alternatives for your health. This can be to counteract any side effects of your medication, general health advice, or natural options for you and your family. I'm also available for consultations. So come in and see us at Staywell Pharmacy, 27 Shands Road, Hornby. Staywell Pharmacy, live well, stay well.
My son's helped me greatly with my independence now that I've got more mobility.
Mum, I've been looking into stand assist chairs from More Mobility. They recline back with a footrest, then when you want to get out of them, they stand you up. You can even sleep on them. More Mobility can bring one out for a free trial. There's even electric beds too. What do you think? For more range and more expert advice, see More Mobility, corner Clarence and Princess Streets off Blenheim Road.
What a difference more mobility makes.
Hi, I'm Steve and welcome to Carpet Kingdom. At Carpet Kingdom we stock a massive range of carpets and we're also the largest vinyl stockist in the South Island. And not only do we have an excellent range in store, but you can purchase our stock online. We offer free measure and quotes, we have our own installation team, We ship nationwide, so come on down and see us at Carpet Kingdom, 312 Wilsons Road in Waltham, just off Brougham Street, or visit us online at carpetkingdom.co.nz.
Let's face it, everyone has an agenda. And guess what? So do I. Every week, I'll pick 3 stories that grab my attention. Agenda with me, Brent Goff.
We have got some movie passes to give away, some Hoyts passes. But before I do that, let's watch some of these movies that are coming up. Cuban Fury, that's first. Just watch this.
Oh, I would not like to be those tires. Ow.
Yeah, very amusing. Got the new boss starting this morning. I hear he's a ball buster. Apparently he is a sheep. You mean like a tranny? Wow, you can look, but don't touch.
We should still have room in her life for a fat best friend.
Don't.
Whoa.
Are you all right?
Where am I? Am I in England? No, I'm fine.
She's beautiful. Way out of my league. She's like a 10, I'm a 2. It's like a butterfly going out with a parsnip.
You've got to put yourself out there.
Make her notice you, Bruce.
Was there pastry in this bag?
Yeah, I had an ice bun. Come on, little fella. I don't dance. All right, make yourself useful. She was at the pub, and she was salsa dancing.
All girls love a man who can dance. You could dance.
Get a fire in my heels.
Oh, feet of flame. If you really like this girl, salsa your way in.
And the cat with the bass and drum going around like...
He's back.
The boy with fire on his heels.
What do you want from me? Just one lesson. Blow away the cobwebs.
My name is Bijan. Nice to meet you.
I'm Bruce.
Bijan means hero. What does Bruce mean?
Bush or hedge.
Come on, we got work to do. Legs of a stallion, arms of an eagle. I said an eagle, not a flipping heron.
Women like that use guys like you to get advice about men like me. You don't know about me. I don't want to know. I dance. I would love to see that. What happens at lunch stays at lunch. Let's settle this like men.
You need to dance, Bruce. Gotta reach out and grab it.
Your wrists are limp. Your dick is limp.
This is your time, Bruce. I'm gonna be late for my ball wax. I'll call you later.
I love those people. Aren't they neat? Isn't it great that they're all together in the one movie? You've probably recognised Nick Frost, Chris O'Dowd, Rashid Jones, all in very funny comedies in the past, and they're all working together in this movie. It's going to be funny. And it looks like something a little bit unexpected with the dance moves. It actually looks like a really good movie, a good feel-good movie by the looks of things, so watch out for that one. Now, we've got a clip here from the movie, the big movie with Russell Crowe, Noah.
No. What did he say?
He's going to destroy the world. Can it not be averted?
Man corrupted this world and filled it with violence. So we must be destroyed.
A great flood is coming. We build a vessel to hold the innocent.
Mama! What is them?
What do you want? Did you really think you could protect yourself from me in that? It's not protection from you. I have men at my back, and you stand alone and defy me. I'm not alone. When they come, they will be desperate and there will be many.
Snakes are coming too?
All that crawls, all that slithers.
Wow, that's an epic. I think it looks really good. It's going to have lots of special effects, obviously, but it'll be interesting to see what angle they take with that story of Noah. So I'll certainly be going to it. But if you want to go to it, well, you could win these. It's a double Hoyt's pass. Just ring lovely Marianne at the desk, or you can go to the website. But thank you for joining me. It's been lovely having your company. And now we're going to see what's happening in Christchurch and Canterbury.
Diamond Harbour is one of my favourite locations. It's a 7-minute boat ride away or a scenic drive around the hills which only takes 40 minutes. It's also home to newly built Godley Cafe, which is next door to where Godley House used to be, which we sadly lost in the earthquakes. I'm about to meet the lovely owner, Michelle Anderton, and find out more what this great cafe has to offer. Michelle, lovely to be here. Thanks for having the team here. What a day you've turned on.
Yes, Bridget, it's a beautiful day in the harbour today, isn't it?
It sure is. How have you been going here? How's it all been received by the community and the people from Christchurch?
Really well, actually. We've been really busy. The locals are pleased to have somewhere to come to again, and a lot of day trippers come over on the ferry or drive around. It's a good destination and they really enjoy themselves.
Yeah, and I noticed that you've got a function on tonight, so it's you're really making use of the whole fact of new venue and supporting your community here.
It's good to be able to have a venue available again for the local community as well as for people coming from town. Tonight we have the local gym hosting a party here, and we've had the garden group and midwinter Christmas do's. I'm getting a lot of inquiries about Christmas functions coming up from people in town as well.
No, I think that's a great idea, being able to jump on the ferry and make a day of it or a night of it, and yeah, lots of fun to be on the boat and come here and have some great food and wine. And speaking of which, the cabinet inside is absolutely beautiful food you've got prepared there, and the cakes and so forth, and I really like the fact that a lot of it's gluten-free as well.
Oh, we do cater to dietary needs here. We think that's really important. It doesn't take a lot to create things that are gluten-free, and we have not just sweets but savoury options as well. And we also get a lot of produce from local growers around the area, and everything's made here on site.
Music in your back.